And away from that to health matters, as mothers have been urged to exclusively breastfeed their infants for 6 months and continue breastfeeding till the child is 2 years, as breastfeeding is one of the most effective ways to ensure the child's health and survival. The call was made by the Lagos State Commissioner of Health, Professor Abayomi, while speaking to newsmen on Tuesday. Now, according to Professor Abayomi, only 60% of mothers in Lagos breastfeed within 1 hour of birth. 52% breastfeed exclusively for 6 months, while 50% continue breastfeeding till the child is up to 2 years. On his part, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Dr. Olusegun Ogboye, noted that there are regulations on formula feed, even though there are times where it cannot be avoided.
The important parameter we look at is what we describe as exclusive breastfeeding, which means that for the first 6 months of life, we would like all children to eat nothing but milk that comes from the breast. There's a lot of science around this. It's not just wishful thinking. Children that practice, or mothers that are able to practice exclusive breastfeeding, the children are healthier, they are protected by a variety of natural nutrients that are in the breast milk, like antibodies and minerals and proteins and fats. All the child needs is in the breast.
Our hospitals, nobody is allowed to actually come in and promote the use of formula feeds in any of our hospitals, because what we promote purely is breastfeeding. But of course, for all the reasons that have been enumerated here, you cannot completely do away with formula, because there will be the instances where people just cannot feed their babies, and alternatives need to be used, even either just as a stopgap measure or completely as a replacement.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Health also noted that transmission of active COVID-19 through breast milk and breastfeeding has not been detected to date. Therefore, there is no reason to avoid or stop breastfeeding due to COVID-19, as breast milk is the ideal food for infants.
Speaking, there's no contraindication to breastfeeding during COVID, whether the mother has it or whether it's in the environment. The child may obviously catch the COVID, but what we experience now is that children have a very mild course with COVID, and generally speaking, the benefit to be derived from breastfeeding far outweighs the risk of catching COVID and not breastfeeding. So,
Galaxy's Valerie Choma reports that the theme for this year's Breastfeeding Week is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility which focuses on the need to sensitize mothers on the numerous benefits of breast milk. The week is observed annually from the 1st to 7th August by over 120 countries.